First off, let's address the last time we spoke, which is where everybody made their prediction about SBF. And I have to say, Paul's prediction seems to be one that's most likely to come to fruition, in my opinion.
Because
Book
he got out
deals,
on
movies.
bail.
Well, Paul said he may do a little time, but it's going to be like Wolf of Wall Street. He's going to get out, have book deals, fucking, and all this stuff. And looks like that's happening.
I haven't seen. Have you seen stuff about book deals? I haven't seen. I haven't. I've
Michael
been
Lewis.
so in.
Michael
okay,
Lewis
really?
is writing a book. Yeah, he started that before the fraud even got uncovered, but now they're talking about acquiring the rights to that, like the big production houses to do a movie on it.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
show.
they did The Big Short, right? So
Yeah, I saw that his trial is not for October 2nd though. Does that seem like
damn,
an insane amount
that's
of
a
time?
long time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
And-
I mean, I guess like if they're still unraveling it all, I don't know how long that takes to like get all your evidence together. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, I would think, right?
well, the thing is he's out on bail right now, right? So like
Yeah.
it's a year. So for like a whole year, it's kind of just chilling.
Yeah.
You know? It's pretty crazy.
I mean, his life
A
still
lot can
sucks
happen.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still about to get screwed.
Yeah,
So
his
you got a
life's
year
better
to
than
dwell on it.
most.
Yeah, that. I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
I also read that he can change his plate before then, which doesn't make too much sense to me, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
Anything else interesting going on?
You see a lot of stuff going on in the NFT space. NFTs are running, so that's been interesting to watch. Art NFTs specifically. Anthony, myself, Kevin, we've all been very bullish on.
This is hot potato.
No, like wrecked guys. My theory, I tweeted about it last night, was that like as art that is native to Web3, right? Like Web3 natives that are creating art becomes more mainstream, even in the NFT space, but eventually mainstream in like culture, that culture is going to bleed through, right? And like Pepe's and other memes like that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pepe's, but it's like a little frog. And it's just like a million different Pepe. It's just like a meme. Like there's just millions of different Pepes. But
It's like that ugly internet.
Oh yeah. I know
Frog.
what you're talking about.
yeah, as like the Web3 culture bleeds into the mainstream, like everyone will know what Pepes are in 3 to 5 years would be my guess. But so you're seeing stuff like that, like meme culture and stuff taking off because people are buying like the rare pieces and like the geometric Pepes. I mean, they're at like what, 6 ETH right now? Like they really ran hard.
Oh, why?
Yeah, and
people love the
Argus did a
art.
collection. I mean, the collection is literally Pepe's over a bunch of modern and contemporary art, like parodies of that, like a Matisse piece, and also some like Web3 art, like Squiggles. Like Mason mentioned. I don't know any other examples off the top of my head, but it's just like parodies of famous artworks in both contemporary and like generative art with Pepe's overlaid on them.
Just like that meme culture is really like taking off. I don't know if it's like January seems to be a good month for NFTs. I mean, last January was like bull run. And even that's even after, ETH fell and we started to see the markets turning.
All right, Kevin, anything you got trending or want to talk about?
What's popular in some of the circles me and Mason have been running through is this meme coin called Bonk. Has been kind of skyrocketing, like thousands of percents in return over the past few days. It's kind of like Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. It's like a dog coin.
But it's on Solana. Yeah.
It's on Solana, which is interesting because Solana, after the whole FTX and Alameda thing, has been in a death spiral in price action, but has recently been revived because of all the bonk action. I think it's
So what's making something like this rip?
So Bonk, it's like something Baby Inu or whatever, but they dropped tokens to like select huge NFT collections on Solana. So then all these people had Bonk token and then people started buying it. And I'm not overly familiar with it. I didn't have any of the collections and I haven't really been on Solana, but I find it interesting that Solana is a chain that typically was only NFTs, right? Like nobody's really trading coins and like there was almost zero DeFi activity on the chain. Now everyone's just trading this meme token. So I guess Radium's getting a little bit of kick up there too.
definitely has not been for lack of a better word, a shitcoin type of protocol like Ethereum or Binance or basically every other layer ones. Solana, just no one ever traded coins on there, but
Yeah, they just had
I mean,
shit
the
NFTs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They said
but the
what?
20
What was that?
I said they just had shit NFTs instead of shit coins.
But
Interesting.
to be honest, I think the 24-hour volume on there has been like over 20 million, closing in on like 30 million in volume, which for a coin is pretty crazy. And especially on Solana, I don't think any Solana coins ever
No.
reach that kind of volume.
I mean, that's like, I feel like a high volume for Solana.
Yeah, yeah. In
Itself,
general, it's
right?
probably
Like-
most of the network. It's probably most of the network, honestly.
Well, speaking of Solana too, I mean, that had what looks to be pretty much like a bottoming process put in around 8 sold, right? Vitalik came out and commented that, you know, good things were going on in Seoul and things being built there right at that time. And now we're at 1350. So
Mhm.
that looks like bottoming action to me. There's huge volume on that spike down to 850. Mario and I did an episode about buy stops. Mario, I had a buy stop to purchase Sol at 1035, which got triggered. So now I'm long Sol from that. If it pulled back, I have another alert now. If you can see the chart of Sol, it spiked up to like 1150, consolidated between 11 and 1130 for like, I want to say, I don't know, half a day. So if it pulled back to that consolidation here, I would actually buy another half position with a stop lower. So I have an alert right now for 1161 to purchase more if it got back there.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
I think crypto hacks got, or some people got hacked on CryptoPunks and lost 3-4 punks, so that's not good, but
What kind of hack? Like where?
it's actually interesting because I had met this guy. So I was at Art Basel and this guy had like an LED face mask and like a LED backpack with like the punks cycling through, and I had no idea who it was. And then somebody posted today that like this person lost it, and it was that same punk that I saw. Crypto Novo lost 4 punks, and they think it was the popular Apple phone call hack. Same way that the Nike's Artifact COO lost his NFTs in a massive hack. So I
Got
don't
it.
know.
So just like irresponsibly clicking on inbound.
I was hacked by a clever fisher, same phone number as Apple ID.
What could they do with these things though after they have them? Like some people
Sold
know
them.
these are stolen, though.
Yeah, well, sometimes they throw them like way underneath the floor instantly. So like people don't realize that they're stolen yet. So they just like
Wow.
people like, oh, look at this like a fantastic deal on the like, why is somebody selling? Let's say the floor is at 100, they might list it at 60. So then they're like, oh, like, you know, you got to buy it right there, or a bot. They have bots or something,
Yeah.
and it just triggers. Or like if they have a liquidity pool, like, you know, certain exchanges like Blur, where you can just instantly sell. Like people will put like full collection offers. So like, let's say there's a full collection offer at 85. You could just go exercise that right away before anybody knows it's stolen or before it's even reported.
When an asset gets stolen, does it ever get untainted or is it then just tainted forever?
So I was asking about that because I saw like some wrecked guys on Blair's floor that had been flagged by OpenSea as like stolen or something. But like, yeah, I mean, what if you accidentally buy one and then like you just have the stolen, but you didn't do anything? Like, you know, I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know how that works in the general art world either. You know, if like a famous painting gets stolen or like smuggled and someone else has it, and then you end up with it in a gallery and or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm.
Does that have to get returned? Like I don't know. It's similar. I'm assuming it's similar laws. You know, it's like it's theft at the end of the day, and they're stealing an asset, which is art. I don't know the laws around that, but you know.
Yeah, but it's like what, like if you spent money on it,
Right.
like you have to return it, and then you basically got money stolen from you. So it's just like passing
Yeah.
the torch of getting fucked.
Right.
Like I don't know, I don't really know how that works.
Yeah, assuming the authorities would have to recoup both and make everyone whole is
Yeah.
the goal, but I don't know.
Interesting, though.
I think I asked somebody about that the other day, or I asked like a general question in a chat and nobody answered me. So I don't know if anybody
Nobody
knows. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Anything else?
The only thing I kind of remember is that the guy with that did the Goobers NFT, he like posted that long apology thread. He like was apologizing for taking all his investors and customers' funds and basically gambling them all away, and it was a few $1 million. And people
Oh,
were just
wow.
like, "You suck."
Oh, I did read a story. Jake Paul came out and defended his rug pull as well. Like, what did he? It was called like crypto something. It
remember.
was like crypto eggs, and then they hatched into like animals, and it was supposed to be like a Pokemon type thing. And then he took all that money, and then the developers were saying that he wasn't paying them, but then he came out and was like, no, it was dispute. So we've been like, we're trying to develop it, but he hasn't even talked in the Discord or said anything. There's this guy that does like very long videos calling out people in the space. Like where the
Coffeezilla or whatever.
Coffeezilla. Yeah, I think it's Coffeezilla. He does like very in-depth, like he releases a video every, I don't know, 3 months, but he spends a lot of time researching it and like trying to back it up. So he released this really long video on the whole Jake Paul, or is it Jake or Logan? Which one's the
One of
older
the
one?
Pauls.
Logan Paul did one with like
Logan.
photographs of
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah, it's
black and white.
Logan. It's also Logan. Yeah, he did this one too. And yeah, he said like 3 things in the Discord the entire time it's been open. He said, "Yo, what's up? I'm sober." That's it. He said those 3 things and never like if you bought the egg off of OpenSea with ETH, you couldn't hatch it. You would have had to buy it with their coin on their site. So like people that bought shit on OpenSea just basically bought a picture of an egg. They couldn't actually hatch the egg. The hatching still doesn't work. It's just a gigantic mess, but now he's trying to defend himself. So that's been kind of interesting.
Honest mistake or no?
No, he's definitely a scammer.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Crypto's
Yeah.
also been catching somewhat of a bid since the new year. I mean, Bitcoin, I
Mhm.
think, is up about 2% from like 16.3 to 16.8 now. Ethereum, I remember seeing like 11.70, 80. It's at 12.50. You know, we just talked
Mhm.
about Sol. Sol was up 25%, so that's from 9 to 13.50. So slight bid in the crypto market to start the year, which is cool.
Yeah, no, it's nice to see some kind of green.
Yeah, some people got their bonus checks kicked in over the holidays.
Yeah.
Bought some ETH. We'll see how long this lasts. Might
Yeah.
be
I
fine for a
think
while.
that includes myself. I was
Well,
like buying
it looks
shit.
like they're buying bonk instead.
Yeah, no,
I've definitely been buying more random NFTs. in the year.
NFTs,
Like
yeah,
little
yeah.
ones, but like art NFTs and stuff in addition.
Yeah. My wallet's been growing definitely.